Damn, I haven't made one of these videos in a while. In this one, I'm actually gonna break down how we did like a 2 to 3x front end ROAS on like a 3K a month retainer, no piffs for whenever we launched our new offer. So the reason I've been gone for a while is actually because I've been working on this shit and it's taken a lot of time and I did not prioritize this, and now we're back. So we're gonna be providing a shit ton of value in the next couple bit. But offer is pretty simple: 200 to 300 exclusive qualified estimates, only pay per job sold. That's the offer. That's what printed. If you want to rip it for your niche, go and rip it. But basically, the thought process was stop overthinking and just give people exactly what they want, which is like to pay after results anyways. So we started with that, like pay when you close the deal or whatever. That worked. I got like some deals from that, but ultimately there was too much of a bait and switch from it. So we changed the wording to only pay per job sold, not, instead of like only pay when you close or after you close. Increased the cost per lead, but sales close rate went way the fuck up. I had a week where I had like 10 sales calls, didn't close a single one of them because the offer was like so bad in terms of sales. Like front end was great, but back end terrible. Before that, I had tried so many other fucking offers, and I think the biggest key is you need two main things, actually 3 or 4 main things for like ads to work. And this is like what I've learned for like the last 4 or 5 months after spending like 50K on ads. The first thing that you need is a really good offer. Okay. The second thing you need is really good market positioning. And the third thing you need is a fuck ton of creatives. And the fourth thing you need is a creative diversity. And then the fifth thing would be like market timing. If you're launching like a brand new market or whatever, like if you're launching something totally new, like, you know, probably run an AI business, not a painting marketing agency, I wouldn't recommend it. The timing's pretty off, I would say. But still, right, you can have bad timing and still make money like I am. So I'll break down how I kind of learned each one. The first one being the offer. I had market positioning in April. We spent like fucking 16K on ads, 4K on UGC, 1K on editors. And we did like, I think a 1x ROAS on that month, but it was way too risky. Like we had some custom pricing in there to just fucking close deals. So that was not good. But the unique mechanism / like the positioning was there. And when I mean positioning, I mean like, what's your reason as to why you can deliver the results that everybody promises, but everybody apparently can't deliver, and you're the only one who can. So at that point, we were like, yeah, we get people to watch like a video about you and nurture them before the appointment. So they're like ultra fucking qualified. And we have this US based call center. And that kind of worked, but not really. And the reason is because there was no fucking offer. It's like, what's the offer, Julian? What am I getting? It wasn't like, yeah, you're going to get this many estimates or this many sales or this many that. There's no offer. There's just like, yeah, like we're going to do this for you. Cool. All right. Kind of worked. Broke even. Great. Made money on the back end, but still broke even. So, not amazing. The month after that, we did really great offer, really bad positioning. Offer was, we'll hire and train your salespeople and run your entire marketing for you, and you only pay us based on how much revenue we bring, like a rev share basically. You only pay us a rev share. Made the VSL, made everything for that, and then like crickets, because it's like, okay, cool, you're going to do this for me. Like, offer's good, but there's no positioning. There's no like, well, why can I trust you to do this? It's like, what is it that you do that makes what you do work? It's just like, hey, trust me, I'll do this. And then in end of May, when I cut down the estimator part because people didn't care and I just stuck with the rev share thing and like whatever. And then we scaled that at like a 2-3x ROAS for the first 2-3 weeks. Well, I honestly, I think it was mainly the offer. I still don't have great positioning, but it was just like, yeah, like pay after you close, whatever. And that crushed it, but then it died pretty quickly because if you think about it, it just hit the top 3% of people that were very aware of that problem of like paying their marketing agency when they didn't close deals and just lost money on that. And they weren't incentivized and they had to babysit their agency and all these things. Like it only worked for so long. So that's kind of how I learned that I needed positioning as well, right? You need a reason to keep, you know, lower levels of awareness in the loop as well. So, you know, your mechanism, your positioning is sort of like what people that don't care as much about the offer care about, but it sort of all works together. And then creative quantity, I learned that the hard way as well. We just did not ever have enough ads in the last year, and it shows. And of all the clients that we have ads running for, the ones that it crushed the most are the ones who have the most ads per dollar of ad spend. So I actually went in on my back end and doubled the amount of creatives my team was to make for each client. Just like for each $100 of ad spend, instead of making 10 ads, you make 20. That's how we do it in the back end. And we're doing the same thing on the front end, except we're quadrupling it. So for every ad I made before, I made way more ads. And that helped. And that's how we kind of like kept printing for 2-3 weeks. But after 2-3 weeks of having the right offer, not really the right positioning, but kind of still worked, and then just enough creatives, well, it took me a lot of time. So I tried to delegate it. That didn't work. Shit went to, it went to shit basically. Sorry. But I learned from my mistake. Now I'm back doing it, waiting on UGC for some content. Anyways, all this to say, diversity matters as well, because I was only really running ads to one singular format, which was like B-roll plus some text on it, or like voiceover ads, which just had B-roll behind it. And neither really talked about the mechanism. It was just like offer driven. So offer driven works great for like the first week or two. And even when I did offer driven before, or unique positioning driven only, it worked great for the first week or two. But you need all of this shit together. You need like a great fucking offer that people just can't say no to because it makes so much sense. And then you need to have a really good reason why people believe that you can deliver that. And then you need to have a shit ton of fucking ads so the algorithm can not piss you off. And your ads need to be hella different so that the algorithm can send the ads to different people and do its own retargeting and its own fucking stupid shit and make you a hell lot of money and lower your cost overall, right? So just throw as much shit at the wall as possible and have a really good offer, really good unique positioning. For us, what we're going to do right now, and maybe it worked, maybe it doesn't, we're going to keep we'll get you 200 to 300 qualified estimates and you only pay per deal closed. And then we're going to add on top of that, we generate leads by offering them a free online quote. And then if they're happy with the price they see, we put them in contact with you, which makes so much sense to them, right? Because think about it. Like, nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing hey, we're going to generate leads that already know how much it fucking costs because they generate a price using your pricing. So right now, all the ads that are coming back from UGC, they all sort of have different angles, but that's one of them that I'm testing. Plus the offer. So we're going to see if that fucking rips. But I'm thinking about a bunch of ways to position our shit uniquely in the market to make people believe that we can actually deliver the thing we say we deliver and understand what we actually deliver as well. And then just a ton of ads. So hopefully that was valuable. That's kind of like what I learned, spending like another 40, 50K on ads, bunch of fucking coaching. Oh my God, dude, I spent like 50K on coaching as well in the last little bit. Yeah, I don't think I needed that, honestly. I'm not going to name names, but I did get a refund for a good portion of that because I just wasn't happy with the purchase I made. It just wasn't what I thought it would be based on what the salesperson told me. So L for not doing more research, but I've learned that. And yeah, next time do your fucking research before buying a coaching program to make sure that you're actually getting what you think you're getting. Just in case, you never know. Maybe the salesperson is overpromising. Oops. But yeah, Cameron England's program though, fucking goated. If you're an agency owner, Cameron England, tell him I sent you. I do get a bonus for that, but I don't really give a shit. It's honestly goated. I'd promote it even if I didn't have a fucking thing. Yeah. All right. I'll see you in the next one.